They call us the forgotten generation, the middle child, the latchkey kids. While the boomers and millennials have been at each other's throats for a decade and Gen Z is busy rewriting the rules of the internet, my generation, Generation X, has been sitting in the back quietly making sure that the world doesn't actually stop spinning. But here's the thing. Being forgotten is kind of a superpower. It gave us perspective that no other generation has. We are the bridge between the analog world and that was, and of course the digital world that is. And today I want to take a look at Gen X through my lens, Perspectives of Jerry, who we are, why we're like this, and how we actually deal with everyone else from the boomers to Gen A. Welcome back to Perspectives of Jerry. If you're new here, what we do here is we dive deep into the why behind the world around us. If you find this breakdown helpful, or if you're a fellow Gen Xer just happy to be finally mentioned, do me a big favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, because all of these help these perspectives coming your way. All right, let's talk about the 1960s, the 70s, and the making of a generation. So, let us set the stage. Generation X. We're talking about anyone born roughly between 1965 and 1980. And in 2026, that puts us all between the ages between 46 and 61. We grew up in a very specific window of time. We were the first generation where it became normal for both parents to work, or for divorce to be part of the family story. We didn't have play dates. We had be home when the street lights come on. We came home from school to an empty house, a key around our neck, hence latchkey kids, and we just kind of figured it out. We saw the fall of the Berlin Wall. We saw the Challenger explosion on a TV that was rolled into our classroom on a cart. And we were the last ones to use a rotary phone and the first ones to have personal computers. We are the dual citizens of the world. We speak analog and digital fluently. Most of us are older than Google. This type of upbringing created a very specific psychology. Extreme self-reliance. When you spend your afternoons alone, you learn that if something is broken, you fix it. If you're hungry, you cook it. If there's a problem, you solve it. We don't wait for a manual. We definitely don't wait for a committee. And at that time, there was no YouTube to tell us how to fix anything. So, FIFO, figure it the frick out. But it also left us with massive skepticism. We grew up during the dawn of the 24-hour news cycle and saw the American dream start to look a bit frayed at the edges, and because of that, Gen X has the world's best BS detector. We don't like hype. We don't like corporate speak. We like authenticity. We like it straightforward. We're the generation that turned irony and sarcasm into our primary languages. And if you try to sell us something with too much polish, we're going to walk away. We want the truth, even if it's ugly. All I can think of right now is the movie A Few Good Men, where Jack Nicholson is talking to the Tom Cruise character, and Tom Cruise is like, I want the truth. He's like, you can't handle the truth. Well, guess what? Gen X can. We're not going to like it. We don't gotta like it. Half the time we probably won't like it, but that's what we want. Give us the truth, the whole truth, nothing but it. We don't like polish. We don't like fluff. Sorry, bit of a tangent. So now let's look at how Gen X perspective plays out with the other generations. We're kind of like the middle child at the very loud Thanksgiving dinner. And we're pretty dang quiet about it. So, the boomers. To us, they are the engineers. They built the systems we live in. We respect their work ethic, but we reject their rigid loyalty to a company mindset, especially these days. We saw them work 40 years for a gold watch only to get laid off at 39. We work with them, but we keep our resumes updated. Millennials. This is the management relationship. Gen X is currently currently the middle management of the world. We taught millennials how to use the tech, but we sometimes clash because we don't understand the need for constant feedback. We say, "I didn't yell at you. This is your feedback." We appreciate their drive for purpose, though. That's awesome. That's something that we often were too cynical to chase for ourselves. Purpose. At 49, I have no idea what mine really is. And we bring it to Gen Z. This is where it gets interesting. Many of us, like me, are parents of a Gen Z. We raised them to be stealth kids. We taught them our skepticism. That's why you see Gen Z being so pragmatic and entrepreneurial. We get along because we both think the system is a bit of a joke. And really, look at the system we're in. It's a joke. Oh boy. Gen Alpha. The iPad kids. As Gen Xers become older parents or the young grandparents, we look at Gen A with a mix of, wow, the tech is amazing, and please, for the love of Pete, please go play outside for 5 minutes without a screen. We're the ones trying to keep the real world alive for them. The new perspective here is that Gen X isn't the forgotten generation. We're the fundamental glue. We're the ones who know how to navigate the boardroom and the chat room. We're the ones that handle the crisis without needing a safe space, but also without needing a corporate handbook. We're the bridge, and in a world that's becoming more polarized every day, I don't even want to talk about that. You guys can figure that out for your own on just watching a few TikToks and a YouTube. But we're having a generation that values pragmatism over ideology is more important than ever. It's great to have good ideals. Ideals are great, but you got to be pragmatic about it. It's like, this would be great. This is what we're going to make work. And as I recently told somebody on a different video, never let perfect get in the way of good enough. What can I say? That's how pragmatism works. I'm like, is it done? Yes, good. Finish, wrap it and go. So that's my take on Gen X, and I'd love to know what you guys think. Are you a Gen Xer who now feels seen? Are you a millennial who thinks I'm being just a bit too hard with my feedback? Maybe you're a Gen Zer, just wondering how we survived without GPS because we use paper maps like a pirate. Oh, the paper maps. Who didn't have one of those folded up, maybe two, in their glove compartment? Oh, what a time to be alive, huh? Okay, so what I like to do is to drop a comment below and let's get a conversation going. I want to hear your ideas for future perspective videos. What generation or topic should I try up next? I'm always open for suggestions, and I might even do one. And if I do it, I'll give you a shout out. I really will. And also, if you really enjoy this content, and just want to support the channel just a little bit more, you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/perspectivesofjerry and, give me a small donation. Every little bit helps. It keeps this independent perspectives running, helps the channel, and, lets me, move forward with what I'm doing here. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Once again, my name is Jerry. This has been another perspective of Jerry, and I will see you in the next one. You have a wonderful day.